This conference will now be
All right,
recorded.
we'll start the compensation meeting then. You wanna go through what we did last
We met last
meeting?
time, Billy had motion 4%, Mary Ann had seconded, with the stipulation that our mills come through with normal. I think I've only added a few other counties since then. And they're between 2.9 and 4%. Yeah. I'd say the majority of counties. We've had 2.9 for elected and 92 cents for employees. There's a couple of them that they're doing the 2.9 COLA and then on top of that, a percentage. So that's kind of, there's a couple that do it every year though. Yeah. Yeah.
Why did they do that?
Well, they always do the COLA, these few counties that do this, and then add to it because they don't think of the COLA as a raise because that's just your cost of living.
That's kind
Which,
of what we do too.
If we do the 2.9%, but we say the 4%, so you're actually giving a 1.1% raise and the COLA. They just divide it out that way, and it's just a difference in the way they keep books. Yeah, it's like just the difference in the way they keep books when they say it. But I haven't gotten a lot of
kind of a given.
Yeah. Madison County is upping their elected officials $1,500 and then a year. And then on top of that, they're doing a 3%. Because they felt like their wages were lower for elected.
We're behind.
Yeah, they felt like they were behind. And I didn't look up what theirs were.
And the purpose of this meeting is just elected.
Yeah.
Have to worry about it.
Yeah, so there's only a couple new in here, and like I said, they're all between 3% and 4%. I guess Madison would be the outlier on that with the 1,500 and then plus 3%. So that's about it. What I got?
Okay, did you have anything else? You got a broad folder in for it? Not for us.
This is from like,
That's your taxes.
yeah, here's your,
Done.
yeah, no, this is,
Did you have any other counties
I haven't heard
Have
anything
response?
from anybody, so.
Okay.
Tyler, anything?
I just have a wage change request form. I didn't know how many to bring or who gets them all. Yes.
Oh, you
Just
just
us,
need the
yeah.
one and then we all.
That's all I have.
Oh, okay. So,
Are those wage requests are deputies or detention?
No, for Christie's position.
Oh, for Kristen.
So
That
last,
doesn't have anything to do with this.
we had last time we voted for how much?
4%.
4%.
And like for you guys that weren't here, 4% equates to $2,592.67 a year, which is $1.247 an hour. Not rounding up. That's what that.
125.
Yeah. Yeah. But we always go with the percentage. So that's $2,592.67 on the base elected official salary. And then I guess last month I went over this part too. The sheriff's base salary is $70,416. So at the 4% increase, then that's $73,009.41. But because the undersheriff has to make 98% of that, the undersheriff would make 71,713. The chief deputy has to make 92% of that, so the chief deputies is 67,168. The sergeants have to make 89% of that, so theirs is 62,978, and then deputies are at 85. So that's, I said 62. The sergeants are 64,978. The deputies are 62,057. So we had done that because of in statute where the
Right.
percentages is that they have to make of Tyler's thing. I guess that's the only other things I want.
The health insurance went up quite a bit this year.
11%.
Yeah, 11%.
The commissioners are contributing $1,025 a month towards everybody's health insurance. Everybody that's eligible for health insurance.
And that's Blue Cross Blue Shield.
No,
No.
it's Mako.
Oh, it's
Right.
Mako.
Yeah, we're in the Mako
Okay.
trust.
And we
it
raised
went up
that
11.
from the year before.
Yeah, it went up 11%.
Wow, that's a-
Because it
Big
was, you
jump,
guys
huh?
were doing 985?
Yeah.
Is that what?
Something.
Yeah,
But
985.
the,
And they upped it to 1,025.
yeah. They still have to pay though.
Yeah, everybody still has to pay some. That doesn't cover the entire amount.
That 1100 does it? Wow.
1,025. yeah.
1,025, it doesn't cover the whole amount.
That's expensive. From the,
But we
school-
felt we couldn't really,
from the school, it's like 1,800 for a family. 1 month. Their paycheck.
Yeah,
1,500.
yeah. Schools get lots of breaks, counties don't. Like
So-
them PIR days. I'm gonna start requesting PIR days.
I was just at a Mako board meeting yesterday and it's interesting how Mako does theirs because they're not required to do the government stuff.
Mhm.
So they just give you X amount of days per year, period. And you don't have to determine whether it's sick or vacation. And when you use them up, you use them up.
So is bereavement separate, or is just
Huh?
all bereavements included in that too? Huh?
Yeah, everything encompasses comp. Anything.
Mm.
And you don't have to have doctor's notes. They don't care if you're sick, they're just on vacation. So I
Wow.
thought that was kind of interesting.
Connie might
That's
not
kind
be
of
that
an
we
open
would want to do that
policy,
at
isn't
school.
it?
No.
Because they're not a government entity.
I've been told by Mako attorneys though that if you're ever planning on challenging somebody's sick leave that you don't really think that they were sick, stop and don't do it because they can just be sick of work.
Oh, sick of
And that's
work.
sick.
Oh, well, and I think there always
Yeah.
is a lot of people that are sick of work.
And then the,
If they have the time coming,
And
don't
they-
challenge
Yeah.
and the mental issue.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
You gotta
stress
be
level.
really careful with that.
Mhm. Yeah. Well,
But anyway, by law, we had to have this meeting twice.
Right. And if there's no,
Does anybody else have input on it?
right.
They think 4% is too much?
no,
Or
I
Do
don't.
you think it's too much since you
No.
missed last one?
You, Tyler?
2 weeks. It was only 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't last
Yeah.
month?
It wasn't last
You
month.
said that like 3 times.
It was last
Time.
month.
June ninth,
It
I
seems
think
so
it was.
long ago.
A lot's happened in 2 weeks.
I know.
And like we always put in our resolution when we do this, if we can do it without making the taxes raised due to the raise.
Because we don't know our mills until the first week in August. But you have to do this in June.
I know. And if the case comes where it's gonna affect the tax base, then we call you back in and redo it.
Negotiate.
So 4% on the whole county, payroll,
No, just the elected officials.
just
Yeah,
the
this is
elected
just the elected.
officials.
When it comes to the
There's not
employees, that's up to them solely.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's very dumb, and that's why Merle doesn't come, or if he does, he abstains, because he hates the law that says that you have to get these elected officials together with a couple of taxpayers and give ourselves a raise.
It's very embarrassing.
You know, it's hard.
But I'm doing it just for William Trevis.
Yeah.
I think it's basically like a public shaming or something
I
like
think
that.
so too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna publicly give yourselves a raise or something like that. I think
And the
that's more
public,
what it
it's
is.
advertised in the
Yeah.
papers, and no public seems to
Ever
want
comes.
to come.
Well, we have that same thing with our board meetings, you
Yeah,
know,
the
public
public never
comment,
does.
there's never anybody there for
Yeah.
public comment.
They'll sure tell you about it on the street.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
absolutely, or call you on the phone.
In the grocery
Yeah.
store,
And
Yeah,
Yeah.
post office,
Oh, by the way.
yeah.
Mhm.
I like it. They go, I don't want to talk to you about county business, but I'm like,
Then
well, then don't.
Yeah.
I don't say that.
Right.
Oh,
Okay, well, I
everybody,
guess,
yeah.
Anybody
Okay.
want-
I'm in favor.
I was gonna say,
should we vote? Have
yeah,
a
so
vote
I can
again?
have it written down.
Right.
I'll make a motion to do the 4%.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded, there's no other discussion, no more discussion on it. All in favor, say aye.
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 All
Everybody?
opposed? Same time.
And Merle was the only one absent.
Okay.
Well, thanks.
All right.
Hey,
Thank
thanks,
you.
guys.
Thanks, everybody.
That's
Yeah.
easy.